Google Sheets. In this video, you'll learn about charts and graphs, trend lines, and publishing and sharing data. It is quite possible you would want to make a chart that reflects this, If you're trying to showcase your student learning, you can go up here to Insert Chart, and it will pop it up. So I can see here, these are different. Oh, actually, let me delete this because this is a little confusing because I selected the sums, the average, and I don't want that in there. So I need to just select the student names, the assignments, not these averages on the edges. Insert chart. And I can see that here is assignment 1 for Jake, Sam, and Ben. Here is assignment 2. Here's assignment 3. So that's separated by student. I can go in here and I can edit the chart in a ton of different ways. Let me move my little head over here. Sorry, y'all. So I could change the color of this assignment. I could also change the axis on which it is, left or right. I could have a trend line. That shows you it doesn't work very well for this because of the data being used. But I use trend lines when I'm looking at that technology use in education survey because hopefully if I've done my job right with my data, it'll be you'll start down here and then I can do a trend line and see growth through the end of the quarter. So trend line right here lets you do that. Data labels gives you the actual numbers inside of it. I use that a lot. And you have all different sorts of ways you can organize this and change the titles, all kinds of things. So I can change the title, I can format it and center it. So here's a chart, and it shows all 3 of my assignments, all 3 of my students. And maybe what I want to do is take this chart and copy it and paste it into docs or slides. So let's do docs.new. I do this a lot when I'm doing data representations for reports. I will make charts inside of sheets and then I will move them into the Google Doc where I'm actually talking about the data. Ooh, not Dr. Newt. There. Okay, so I copied it when I was in charts, paste. And it's going to ask me, do I want to link it to this spreadsheet it originally came from, or do I want to paste it unlinked? If I link it to the spreadsheet, the original source, then that means if I update the spreadsheet, it will update the doc. So that's up to you. A lot of times I do link it just so that the data stays together, but you don't necessarily have to. So that is how you copy and paste a chart into docs or sheets. Go to your kebab at the top right of the chart, copy, go to your doc you want it in, paste. Now, let's look at moving a chart to its own sheet. So this is your Google Sheet. You'll see down here you've got tabs. I've got all kinds of stuff in the way. But you've got tabs down here. Let me try to shrink this some and move it up. Okay. So here is your tab right here that's got all your data on it, sheet 1. You can double click and name it if you like. But instead of copying it to docs or slides, maybe you just want to move it to a new sheet. Hit your kebab Move to own sheet. Now it's all by itself on a sheet. You have the option, if you want, you can publish it right here. You can also do this from the other tab, but let's look at this. You can have a link published to the web. Are you sure you want to publish it? Yes. And it will give me a web address. If I give this web address to anybody, they can go directly to that chart. So these are really good. You can publish them on publish sheets and then embed them inside websites. It's very handy. I've done that to use it for results. When I've gotten Google Forms results, I will publish the sheet by itself on my site. Let's see. And if you want to actually embed the HTML, there it is right there. So I could take this and I could stick it on our Moodle page if I so desire. So let's see. Share sheets with others. This is the exact same procedure that you're using for everything else for sharing with Google. Top right, share button. You have the option of adding somebody by email address, or you can get the shareable link like we've done before. And then again, like we've seen on other Google apps, you have the options of changing their permissions. Can they edit it? Can they comment? Can they just view it? So those are all options within it. So you can get the shareable link, or you can add a collaborator who can actually work on the file with you. Now, this one is a little more complicated because it is Sheets. Sheets does have more moving parts, and some people shy away from it. I really suggest that you do use Sheets to track your student data and tell their story of learning. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.